Welcome to the final episode of the pickup from the North Shore of Oahu. It's been an amazing Vans Triple Crown of surfing season. I'm Tiff Kazadis with my co-host Ashton Goggins, and we are joined by 2017 Vans Triple Crown winner Griffin Colapinto and Rookie of the Year Seth Moniz. Welcome guys, how's been your season so far?
It's been going really good.
It's been pretty good, yeah. But it's been actually one of the sickest comps we had all year.
And now for some news.
Pipeline gets the glory, but we all know the world title isn't really decided at the last event of the year. It's every heat and every event. So let's dig a little deeper into your 2019 world champ.
But you have spent a bit of time with Italo. How was he acting leading up to the final pipe day?
It's just like any other day. He's pretty on it. He has his routine. He's like first guy up, first guy in the water. Every event he's always gnarly, and I think he just stepped up and like kind of found his rhythm.
So he's been like traveling with this guy Marcos, and this guy like pretty much does everything for him. He washes his dishes, films them.
He kind of just makes life easy for Italo, you know? Kind of like just so he can go out and surf and do his thing and clear-headed. It's kind of sick. Like I kind of want to get one of my friends under my wing next year. Like, hey, you want to come film me and wash my dishes?
What changed this year for Italo?
Probably knowing, like believing it.
I think consistency. This year it seems like he's like known how to keep that in every heat, like kept that energy.
Dreams have been deferred, Olympic slot secured, a Triple Crown won, and a world champ crowned. There was a lot at stake at each event of this year's Vans Triple Crown of Surfing, and Mikey Cirmella is losing his shit in a bunker in Costa Rica.
Italo! I don't know where the flying Q-tip was hiding last week, but I am sure glad we found him. Yesterday, Italo became a pipe master, Olympian, and world champion. That's a triple crown that Kelly Slater will never wear. Meanwhile, Gabriel Medina pulled a Portugal 2.0, getting extra intimate with his pal Caio Ibelli once again, but this time he was a little less shy about it. Surf fans are wondering why an upstanding sportsman like Medina would pull such an indecent act against his countrymen. Rumor has it, Charlie was worried that his stepson wouldn't make it to the beach in time for his mid-morning nap, so he ordered Gabby to get the next wave in no matter what. Luckily for Gabby, the numbers were in his favor and he won the heat even with a triangle. Jokes aside, it's clear that Charlie Medina is the new supreme numbers guy in surfing, finally overtaking Al Hunt. But then, controversy. Article 171.11 in the WSL rulebook states, if you act like a bitch, you will be treated like a bitch. Harsh words from surfing's governing body, but we get what they're trying to say. Because Italo Ferreira beat Gabriel Medina in the Pipe Masters final, Article 171.11 has no bearing on the world title. However, Medina could still lose his Olympic slot to Felipe Toledo if the WSL decides to apply this rule retroactively. Kelly Slater won his third Triple Crown today and confirmed that he won't be retiring. Ever. But losing to Italo in the semis cost Kelly his Olympic bid, which will remain in the hands of our limp-kneed prince, John Florence. Speaking of Tokyo, the Australians added Julian Wilson to their roster today, and speaking of Australians, Iago Dora's double qualification means that Morgan Sibilic is now officially on tour. Now, pop quiz. An Australian, a Brazilian, and an Italian walk into a bar. Whose resulting injuries are the most legitimate? That's what the WSL has to decide before next season, as Mikey Wright, Adriano de Souza, and Leonardo Fioravanti have applied for the 2 wildcard slots. And now, I'd like to reveal my grand conspiracy theory. The single underlying thread that ties this whole Oh fuck, they're on to me. Burn it all!
Let's get into some gossip. The North Shore has always been a place where boys become men, or they stay boys. We caught up with a few of the Groms to see if any of their voices got deeper.
Gotta clean my clothes. They're all dirty.
Yeah, boys, I'm packing my boards.
Who's been charging the hardest?
Little Tosh Tudor's been absolutely ripping.
Pretty much everybody. Everybody's been sending it.
Oh, Alchin. He's always just packing closeouts just for fun.
First rule that I got told,
just to clean the house.
Just respect the locals.
Don't stay up late.
Staying out past curfew, sneaking out, doing stuff.
don't drop in on them.
I always look people in the eye and give them a handshake.
Do the dishes, sweep up,
cheeky stuff as any grom would.
I'm probably the biggest grom out of everybody.
I know Jet keeps getting hurt, so he's maybe got to wear some pads when he surfs.
Al Cleveland, yeah. Just hanging out with Al, just like looking at him, like eating and stuff, like he's just funny.
Yeah, hopefully my balls drop.
Worst wipeout.
Jet Boy will take the bait for that one for most beatings. He plowed his knee into a rock out in Insanities.
For sure, me.
Just the ways that nobody else wants, he just goes.
Eli Olsen was paddling for it. It was kind of like a double up. Last second, just turned around, tried to go. Like I was on a 5'9". The board didn't even like move. I literally just stayed on the lip the whole time, and I got launched straight over the falls. I got sucked over, hit the bottom so hard, broke my leash, and then I body surfed a couple in. It was pretty fun.
I think this thing's on, so we're good.
So I guess this question's more for Griffin. What was it like for you coming to the North Shore for the first time and sort of like navigating that world?
I think I might have been 11 or 12. I had never really met Reynos Hayes yet, and they like made him out to be like this super like mean guy, you know, like.
Funny story, we told him like, hey, your first session, you have to wear a helmet.
You gotta wear this helmet first session or Reynos is gonna snap on you, you know? So then I go and I surf my first session with the helmet on, and like, I was just getting like choked out by the strap every time I duck dove. Met Reynos later, and he's like the nicest guy ever.
Stephanie Gilmore has been celebrating her Maui win with a North Shore vacation. We caught up with the world champ to talk about surfing existential matters.
This bun sucked. This one worked out all right. You know, it's like cinnamon scrolls when you scroll them. 2024, wow, we're way ahead of ourselves. Can't we go back to Tokyo for a second? I think that I'm a little scared for some of the countries that surfing isn't their strongest point, and if someone qualifies and then they get thrown out at solid Chopu, that'd be scary, but I think that's just because I'm deep down really scared for myself. Being in Tahiti would be so far away from Paris, therefore we'd be missing out on like the opening ceremony and the Olympic Village and all of the things that make it the Olympics, you know, so it'd just be another surf contest. Lisa Anderson, when she was winning her world titles, that would have been rad to surf against Lisa. Or even like Andy Irons, just to experience that savagery. Is that even a word? Savagery. Snapper would be one when it's good. I think Pipeline is probably like the ultimate place for an event because it's just so close to the shore and the whole thing is terrifying. I don't surf Pipeline very much, but to be honest, I'd love to get Trestles back. Trestles is one of the best competitive events, I think. I think it really deserves a spot on tour. Yeah, Snapper, Trestles, Pipe, maybe throw in Cloud Break.
3-stop tour, where would it go?
Probably Chopu, Lowers, and here.
Right off the cuff, that was perfect.
I was up there except Laura's up there. Go J-Bay, Chopes, here.
Left peaks, rights and left barrels.
And now, butter knives. For this episode, Mike Ho stole a board from Mason Ho, and we stole it from Mike to see what it is all about.
This side? That was cool, that was easy. Oh, it's a carbon wrap, rocket redo. I think they just, little steeper tail, not so foiled. I don't know too much about the rockets, but yeah, it's a fun board. It was made for Mason, and we had an M there, so I got a hold of it before Mason, but it's actually for him. I wouldn't have surfed. Mason said, oh, I wanted to do a little filming on the board, so we just thought we'd go out and get a couple turns together, and then the waves just got really good, and we just had the best time. Probably one of the best sessions all three of us had together. That was cool. A little more pulled in nose, not so round. Yeah, something different. It's fun and fast.
I feel like this is probably just kind of like a more of a flatter rocker, you know, so it goes super fast. I kind of like just started getting into the alternative stuff because I feel like I just been like grinding my head in the sand so long with riding normal boards that now at contests I'm like psyched to try and ride fun boards. Just put you in like a different type of mindset, you know, and then you feel like lighter and makes like the contest like not so serious. This season in Hawaii, I got like 4 or 5 boards of quads. They felt insane. I was like kind of baffled. So I'm gonna start riding quads more.
I've been kind of on the same program. We kind of both started riding like twin fins this season.
Yeah.
I traveled with one like all year. Kind of just mix it up, you know? You don't have to take it seriously. It's just like a fun board. I feel like this thing could work at backdoor or something like that. V-Line is perfect. It's just sick to see him and Uncle Derek just still loving surfing. They probably surf more than me. Like every time I go surf, or like if I go to V-Line, they're out before me. And then I go in and they're still out.
I ride quads, so kind of everybody got their own board, but every now and again, if I see a quad of Masons, I try to slip it. See how it has no dents? Try to bring it back the same way at the bottom, no dents. If not, oh, so be it, but not like this. But don't worry about it, it's all good.
My kittens are Christmas carols. They are played every single place you go and every type of cover.
Santa baby, slip a stable under the tree.
They're just like torture, and I feel like the Grinch. Every single shop, every single restaurant has to play Christmas carols for the entire month of December. It's whack. My Lions is probably Mason Ho. He just makes, maybe Maiko. Mason Ho, Maiko. It's like the same person, just a few years apart, but I mean, those guys, they just make surfing look so fun, no matter what size it is, 1 foot, 400 foot.
Kittens and Lions. Seth, we're gonna begin with you.
My kitten is the weather in Hawaii is just like this week is just unpredictable. Surfline forecasted it to be like the best swell. We live a little island in the Pacific. It's really hard to forecast, so that's my kitten. My lion is Griffin. We had some big bets going on, and he sunk a clutch putt, birdie putt, and he sunk it. So
He loves the pressure.
Yep.
yeah.
My kitten is this like log/reef thing that just popped up at back door, but it's like right at the Aints Bowl. So like anyone that comes out of a barrel at Aints could like hit this freaking log rock thing.
I think it's a rock.
Or a rock, yeah.
It's unidentified at this point.
I think it's a rock. I was pretty close to it, but it comes out of the water like probably that high out of water, like 2 foot.
My Lion is Beatbox Cafe. They just freaking non-stop delivery. Every time you get the pastries, you got the smoothies, and you got like the best breakfast ever. It's like my favorite spot in the world to eat.
He loves it. He'll sit in an hour turtle traffic to go eat there.
My kitten is Billabong for this ridiculously epic collaboration and no party with Metallica. Come on.
Well, they did one last year.
That was the best party of the year.
was,
I just remember seeing Steph Gilmore like moshing and like thinking this is what a party on the North Shore should look like.
Yeah.
My Lion is that sandbar at Pupukea and Ahukai that formed over the last week. And every day that the comp was off, there was like the craziest like mutant slabs on that sandbar.
Yeah, we surfed it one
Yeah.
evening. It's pretty sick. Yeah, it kind of always comes back on these north swells. Like a west swell will come and then north swell, and kind of rare, but like sick sandbar. So fun.
It's time to end this episode, and it's the last episode of a great North Shore season of the Pickup. I hope you guys enjoyed it and made your Vans Triple Crown of Surfing a bit more juicy. Thanks for watching. For closing, we're gonna do a battle of sign-off.
Right on. Great times. Love you, Hawaii.
It's been good having you guys, but it's time to go home.
Holy shit, oh, no way. No, hey, you're gnarly. Fuck this guy. Hey, he's fucking gnarly. I'll give you that. Okay, come on, you're actually gonna get ready. What is playing with me? Ah! Hey, what a dick, man. This guy gave it to me as a dick.